Happy Wednesday, folks. As you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. Jordan, what's popping like it? What's cracking like it? Hakeem is running late, so what's going on? What's cracking like it?
I am all good, man. I'm happy to be here. Another day we doing the show, man. I'm ready, yo. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right, let's get it. Speech excuser for the title. We will do the title after we're done with the show. But go ahead, Jordan, do your thing.
Yeah, what's going on, people? Like you said, we gonna tell you what the title is. Just bear with us and everything. Hakeem coming shortly. We're gonna show a video. So today we're gonna talk about the awkward moment that happened last night at the crew league, the TCL league, which is a league that I guess is a basketball league, and also who's the commentator was Little Doovie, another comedian, and also Sukihana. And then while Sukihana was just talking talking and everything, the rapper YK Osiris came up and was talking to Sukihana, and I guess he was trying to flirt and everything, and Sukihana was singing to him in a way, and then all of a sudden, YK Osiris try to get a kiss from her, and Sukihana curved her, and you can see in her body language she was very uncomfortable. And then once Sukihana curved him, he went through and gave her a kiss, and without any you could tell Sukihana, she was uncomfortable with that. But like I said, he went, gave her a kiss, and then he did it again, kind of aggressively and everything. And the Little Doobie, I forgot the other comedian name, they was just looking at it like, yeah, yo, if this was real or it was entertainment, they didn't know what was going on. And Sukihana, you could just tell by her body language like that she didn't, it didn't feel right and everything. And that went trending. And then she posted, she put on a post on a tweet today saying, I am hurt, I am scared to stand up for myself. What else he said? Yes, as she was, she did not feel comfortable with what happened. She did not feel comfortable because she felt like, at the time that the incident happened, she just froze and petrified. She didn't know what to do. She definitely didn't know what to do. And then later on, she deactivated her Twitter account, and I think she deactivated her Instagram account because she felt like she was harassed. And if you see the video, which we show later on, you can tell how the body language says, that it didn't feel good or anything. So, like I said, she felt harassed. And here are other tweets I'm gonna read that people were saying as well. One tweet was saying, "Don't be afraid. We got your back. That was out of pocket. You don't deserve to be treated like that." Another tweet that was saying from a guy said that was definitely out of pocket, like he was forcing himself to do that. Shaking my head. He was always seemed kind of weird. Now it makes more sense. Read another tweet. Nah, Suki, you have to stand up. We need you. Us as women as a whole. You're does not. I'm sorry, it's kind of blurry. Your occupation does not dictate your character, and so, but yeah, and as people are saying, like to say, should the rapper YK Osiris, should he be charged for harassing me? Because it was shown on live. And and like I said, Sukihana was very, very uncomfortable. But the thing is, it's like also people say, why did the black man that was there sitting by her, why didn't it protect her? But they think it's like, yo, we don't know if it was real or not. It just must be entertaining, And also, with Sukihana, they just don't know it and everything. So this is causing a bitch commotion on social media. TMZ reported this, and I think we should talk about this too because I know with Sukihana with her music and everything, she's an entertainer. She's talking a lot of sex in her music and everything. And the thing is about it, it's like I said, people see that and they thinking like what the rapper did or YK Osiris did, since she talked about sexual stuff and everything, doing this and doing that, saying provocative things about sex. There's some people think of, people like him, the rapper, they feel comfortable. It's like, hey, if she like it like this, maybe I can force my way aggressively, and she likes that and everything. But the thing is, what she does is all entertainment. And some people are confused about, what to do. Some like go with Sukihana. But the thing is like, if a woman don't feel comfortable of anything, don't do it. If she says no, she says no. So like I said, it's been a lot of commotion. Once Akeem come back, we're gonna play the video for you guys, and so y'all can see the better detail what's going on. Y'all can see for yourself. But right now, me, Ronnie, we're gonna chop it up real quick. So I'm gonna pass it to you, Ronnie. What do you think about that situation with Sukihana?
Of course, shout out to the people already in the chat. Shout out to Gore, Kendall, Sherry Bryant, Harris, Tri Media Group. Shout out to you. And Lotus, what's happening?
What's going on, Lotus?
What's going on,
people?
Good evening to you guys. Hopefully y'all hit the like button. That's very important. Shout out to the people that's watching us on Facebook and also on Instagram as well. So the situation that transpired with Sukihana, I actually went and was reading about it, and I also saw the video. To me, what's the issue? I know people might say that's very arrogant of me saying that, but the only reason why I'm saying that is because the simple fact is what is she pretty much displaying, and not only that, but how she market herself. Like you said, Jordan, which I agree 110%. Most of the time, she market herself as a very sexual person. Of course, she's a Scorpio. She was born in November, I think November 15th. And if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think I probably have her birthday date wrong. But I know she was born in November. And normally the people say people that are Scorpio are quote unquote very sexual. So when you carry around that type of image, or you portray yourself to be that way, you shouldn't be upset that someone like Osiris, an artist, come and approach you, give you a kiss on the neck, and then you dumbfounded like, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. Now, at the same time, he is wrong, because I don't know what type of relationship they have on a personal level, because sometimes when you deal with entertainers, when you're dealing with rappers, or you're dealing with actors, sometimes all this stuff could be staged. It can still be harassment, but how true is harassment is, because it could be like a stage thing, making us all get all hyped up, crazy, Twitter fingers and TikTok video, and to get people a certain type of emotion, when we know at the end of the day, we might find out that this thing was staged the whole time. But let's say for concept reasons, let's say it wasn't staged. Let's just go with that. It wasn't staged. Then Osiris is totally out of pocket, because you don't know this person from a personal level. You never had dialogue on the telephone. You never DM each other, or you never went on a date, or you never had no formal relationship. He's very out of pocket, because no man should just walk up to any woman, rather you know her or not, to kiss her on the neck, unless she give you the opportunity to do it. So, I think I don't have a problem with it, because I think they probably staged the whole thing. But they didn't stage the whole thing, then I think he was out of pocket. Go ahead, Jordan. Your take.
Yeah, my take is, when I first looked at it, I could see how she, this looking at it. Like I said, we're gonna show the video for you guys in a little bit. She like I said, she looked uncomfortable of how YK Osiris came to her and everything. And at first there was clips so earlier that there was like playing around a little bit. Sukihana was singing to her. Like say, Ronnie, it was staged. And then later on in the clip, he came in and gave her aggressively gave her a kiss and everything. And the thing about that is, like, I can see you're uncomfortable, but the thing is about Sukihana, she never set like straight boundaries of what a guy, any guy, be it a fan, an entertainer, whatever, to set the boundary. It's like, well, if you come to me, this is, I'm gonna set the record so I don't like men coming up, even though I talk about stuff about my music and it's entertaining and everything. When I talk to a guy, regular guy, whatever, she needs to set that boundary. Say, hey, I don't like guys really rough me up like this. I like cool conversations. I don't like my hands to be really touched on. All the stuff you see is for purely entertainment. But for me as Sukihana, in general, where I go out, I don't like men or touching me, or maybe women touching me like that, and really just set the boundary straight. And what that happened is, like I said, the situation with the rapper YK Osiris, there, he just felt like seeing her, watching her do what she does, in her videos, talking provocatively about sex. And also, I remember there was something trending with her, Sexy Red, and LLE Choppa. There was a video. They did a music video, and NLE Chopper had was having Sexy Red and Sukihana had their hair pulling and walking like a dog and everything. And when men look at that and see stuff like that, they just look at you like and say, hey, that's low down right there, because when society sees stuff like that, we look at that as like, yo, that's low for a woman to do that. Men are saying that and women are saying that. And the thing is about that is, when we see that, it's like some men see it Sukihana, that's like, she's just like, she's a low down, she'll take anything for sex or whatever, she just, like I said, she's just nasty like that. And, if she's nasty like that, there's a certain place where we have those type of women are like that. And so when men see that, and I guess, the rapper seen that, he thought he could do anything he wanted to do with Sukihana because what she talked about and not setting any boundaries. And that's the thing about that. I just wish Sukihana would have set that boundary, because now she put in a situation. It's like, when the rapper did that, you got Little Doobie, other comedian, they're not doing it. They're surprised, but it's like, they couldn't do anything because, you never set that boundary. It's like, hey, I don't like when men do that to me. So, and it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say, where's black men protecting her. But the thing is about it, it's like I said, with Duval and other comedian there, they didn't, like I said, they didn't know. Even though it might look uncomfortable, they still didn't know. And I felt like, that Sukihana should have set that boundary down, and certain stuff like that would have happened like that. And but now, I'm seeing this it's being real because she tweeted about it, she posted on Instagram about it. Now her account is deactivated, and she's just what she said. She said, I feel scared and I feel helpless. I didn't know what to do in anything. Now we know, okay, maybe it was a stage. Maybe it was real. So my thing is it's like even though Sukihana might say stuff like that, like I said, I wish she would have set that boundary. But end of the day, YK Osiris, he was still wrong for doing that. He should have seen the body language, like that Sukihana wasn't down with that, because you could tell her body language like, yo, I'm curbing you, so that means I don't want you. I don't want you to kiss me or anything. And YK Osiris was wrong about that. Now there's rumors are saying, like I said, maybe he might get, filed for sexual harassment, get charged for sexual harassment. So that's up in the air and everything. And, and reading the comments on Instagram, it's, there's a lot of people say, like say, black men protect black women, YK Osiris was wrong. But also some other comments were saying like yo, these were some women who were saying this as well. If, like I say, Sukihana, you talk about, all this stuff on your videos, sex and this and that, but you got a problem with men grabbing on you and anything. And some of these women were saying that too. And that's why I'm bringing up, setting that boundary down. And, like I said, the comments of the comments on Twitter and Instagram, they're 50-50 up in the air. So, but if Sukihana, like I said, she was scared, didn't know what to do, then, YK Osiris, you was wrong with what you do, and hopefully he could put, if he tweet an apology or also put a public apology on Instagram. That's my take for now, Ryan. I'm gonna pass it back to you.
So Sherry Bynum said how she acts and carry herself sending the wrong messages. However, it just still don't give the guy the right to go and harass her. I'm just saying, if it was not staged, it still don't give her it don't give men no right to harass any woman, even though it's in fact she being with tight pants, revealing clothes, make it feel like it make it seem like she want to be touched. No, as a man, you still don't touch a woman that you really don't know on a personal level, especially on a sexual level like that. Ish what's going on. So we got to see you in a minute. Mm-hmm. Also, Hakeem is back. He said, "Yeah, I agree with both. I agree with both point of views. I also don't think Kate YK meant it in an offensive way when he did it. No, I agree with you. Ish. That was say I don't. That was say if from my point of view, it looked like it was staged. I don't think he meant it on a personal. I don't think he meant it on an offensive point of view.
Mm-hmm.
However, if he did want to take on that right to be like, okay, I want to touch her because Sukihana, I know her for being very promiscuous, very sexual. Let me go ahead and do what I got to do. No, as a man, no, you know how to control yourself, control your composure, and just have the conversation and the back end. Oh, Cisse, of course, Hakeem is back, so Hakeem, go ahead.
Hey,
your intake.
Yeah, Hakeem, play the video first, and then and put your input on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The right one, then.
Oh, yeah.
Tattoo. I need to kiss the tattoo. I know I've seen some neck trip right there before.
Oh my God.
There should be another video. Scroll down, Hakeem.
Now, yeah, I only see one here.
You don't see one? There's a button. There should be a button on the right because I see it. Like you can scroll to the next video. If not, I'll send you another one.
Oh, okay. On the video that we were showing.
Yeah.
What's going on? Motivating Vision.
The right
of
one,
course.
then.
Yep, there it is.
Oh my.
Oh!
Go ahead, Hakeem. What you think?
Okay, now that was sexual harassment. That's clearly what that is. But there's a point to this that I want people to look at. A woman, the way you present yourself is the way people are going to treat you. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying this is what happens to most people. Give you an example. When you see a Muslim woman who's covered in a hijab or she has a long dress, do you have any intentions of touching her? Is there any urges on disrespecting her? If you see Michelle Obama, would YK Osiris have done that to her? If you see a teacher who's always dressed conservative, never dresses, you won't even talk to nobody like that. But since Sukihana has had sex videos put out, she's saying she's the plan B. She's talked about many sexual things. Most men and people would say that, hey, what's wrong with you? You ain't supposed to do that. You with this. Listen, I literally saw a video when she was with Psycho Bill that was released on her Instagram, throwing up, giving head. Now we come to the point where we're gonna have to blame YK Osiris for the harassment. But the way you present you in the world, you can't ask respect when this is not. Now, here's the funny thing about this. What if this got much outrage if it was a white boy that did it? I want people to answer that for me. Go ahead.
Oh, you asking us to answer, or you just saying it as a phrase?
No,
yes. Yes. White boy do it all the time. They still held. Look what happened with the porn star. What's his name? Ron. What? Jeremy, famous porn star. He used to grow and rape women. Very he was charged with that. A lot of them do get charged now. Is it publicly known? No. You have to go and do research about it. But put up motivating vision comment. She said something that was very profound that I actually agree with her with because I didn't know that.
Which one? This one or the other one?
The other one, I believe.
She said, I agree. The one that said, I agree, but she randomly walk up. See, I didn't know Sukihana does.
I agree, but randomly walks up to men in public and twerks and kiss them and then calls them gay when they pushes her off. I believe it's karma. Now she's saying how she feels SA'd to somebody. She has presented herself to be Sarah Bartman, a harlot, an Iron Maiden, a prostitute. That doesn't give him right to do that. Listen, that clearly was SA. That clearly was that. But what made him feel? Listen, I've never seen YK Osiris do that in public. There's no history of him doing that. What made him feel comfortable to do that to her out of all people?
That's why I say it seemed like a stage. And also first time Florida say Harvey Weinstein, who's also in jail now because of the same sister fact of going around raping or touching women when he's not supposed to. Even though the woman can be sexual, it does not give the man the right to go and touch women in any sexual manner. Go ahead, Jordan. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with that, Ronnie. But the thing is about it, like, because I saw Sukihana one time. She put this was like maybe a couple months ago, and when she went to this random dude, I think he was Hispanic, and she asked her what his name was, and his name said his name was Caesar, and she said my name is Caesar Salad, and she talked about I need my eight. And the man was like, "Oh no!" And she was like, "Come on, come do it, and everything." It's like open the invitation. And I feel like with that, with Suki, I said this earlier, she didn't set no boundaries of how a man should approach me. All we hear from the internet and from the Instagram is say, this is what I do, with men, all this stuff, this and that and that and this. And to me, she needs to separate that from entertainment in real life, because we don't know as men. Some men don't know at times. It's like, are you playing for real? Or are you, as entertainment, or are you trying to be serious? Because, like I said, some of these men, like YK Osiris, like I say, if it wasn't staged, he felt like it was to me, if she's act like that, I'm gonna walk towards her and I'm gonna do this and be aggressively. I never heard her on the Instagram or interviews saying like, hey, in real life, I like a man approach me so aggressively, touch me, when I'm not working or anything, or I'm at an event or something like that. It's more of like, I like to twerk on men, I like to do this, I like to do that. And and men could be confused by that sometimes. They don't know what to do. They think they do something right or they do something wrong.
Right, Hakeem. That's why I'm saying he didn't mean it in that way, but he needs to apologize and not to do it again. Sherry Bryant, she disrespects herself daily. So basically her energy was matched. Now he now is disrespectful. I get this no, but she displays no boundaries. She walks around touching men's private part who she doesn't know. Now we're talking about entitlement. We're talking about what one people can do, what we can't do. I've been following that young man's career for a long time. I've watched him pray to God and this and this. I don't know what he was on that day. I didn't like that. He does need to apologize. But let's talk about a serious conversation. You cannot demand respect when you disrespect yourself in public. People are going to do what they think is that. The main reason why other races is treating our black women the way they're being treated is the way a certain group of them display themselves out in public. which give the impression that 99% of black women are whorish, are fast, are easy, when we know that's not the case.
But just become a woman portrayed to be a sexual person. Because remember, at the end of the day, when I see these artists or even actors, I see them as entertainers. I don't really see them as, oh, that's who they are in real life. They're portraying something that they're not. So does that give somebody the right to attack to sexual harass them? No. Go
I
ahead.
got a question though. What about, when, even though she does this to these men, do you feel like the men are being sexually harassed by her? I'll give you another at one point about this. I remember I think she was on Drewski on stage probably 2 weeks ago, and she was singing her song, eating ass and everything. And she was rapping and everything, and then she went to Drewski and went up to his behind and started acting like he was eating him up and everything. And he was like, "Oh no, what the hell is going on?" Because he was stunned or anything. And what I'm trying to say is like, I know, like I said, what we saw with Wildcat, that was SA. But what about when she be essaying everybody else, other men? Why does but the thing is, with men, we don't say anything. We just go with it. We don't go to the police. We don't talk to anybody and say, "Hey, this woman is saying me." Because I know when Sukihana do that, do twerk on some men or do something that's provocative to other men, that's a form of essay. But the thing is, man don't say anything. But when a woman, when a woman gets essay, it goes out in public as well. So I want to put the diaphragm. It's like, okay, we get about women essays is hot, but the thing is, it's like, what about the men that you done that you probably essay as well? They ain't say anything. I want to ask you questions. It's a question for you guys. So you're gonna answer that as well.
Go ahead. I can't. The comments jumping like flies.
They are. So
yeah, they are.
So 100% she has harassed these men, but society has a view with men with like, you should be happy we're doing that. What you mean, harassment? Harassment? Men are applauded when women make advances at them, even though that it's very uncomfortable. Even though that there's certain things that are deemed very disrespectful, but people will look at it, well, you're complaining about that? You should be lucky we even looking at you. Elite Belzo, how you doing today? So, but here's the thing. When things happen to us, we're expected to take it and moving on. There's that certain blanket of ideology they have about men and about masculinity and about that you're supposed to be masculine enough to take it. If I'm harassing you, regardless if you have a wife, regardless if you're in a stable relationship, I could still come up and kiss you in the mouth and you can't say nothing. The day I turn back and push you, he touched me. Police. He touched me. That's the oxymoron of our society. So when men want to just say no, I don't want to do this, I don't want this, that. Listen, I'm so scared of harassment, I don't even open up doors anymore. I don't even speak to people who I don't know.
No, but that's too far fetched, man. Like, I don't know.
I'm being real with you. You could say a simple thing in somebody's DM and they take it as, man, he's being weird.
No, but that's okay. I'm not gonna lie, Hakeem and John. I think you can agree. There is a lot of weird people out here. We can agree that. We can agree
Absolutely,
to that.
yeah.
So my reputation is on the line. Men's reputation is on the line 100%. You can lose it in a matter of seconds. And nobody's not, listen, even if you exonerated, you'll still be deemed the R word. You are this and that. Listen, he says this. I'll share a story with you if y'all want to hear it. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm working at this job out of state. The best job I've ever had in my life. Making good money. First corporate job that I've ever had. Now, mind you, I'm sitting in an opposite position with a black girl. Me and her are sitting together. I've been trying to holler at her for weeks, and we kicking it. There's an Asian girl that sits on the other side of me, and with her white colleagues. I never ate next to her, never spoke to her. We said hi. I never did. She goes and tells the human resource, I feel uncomfortable with him there. They pulled me out the office one day and it was like, hey, what's going on? I said, I don't know. I don't sit to her. The girl who I really was trying to get at was trying to fight for me. They fired me from the job and they barred me from ever working from the company. Barred me. Barred me. Never touched her. Never ate with her. They didn't even want to hear my case. It's people in jail because of false accusations. That was so traumatic for me. Losing the best job I've ever had in my life. I won't stand next to somebody because of some shit like that. We have it hard. I know men right now who are locked up for accusations. Not that.
No, that's true.
Accusations.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm trying to say? So we need to be careful. And this is why being a man in America is a hard thing. Don't get me wrong now. I'm speaking from experience. You do got some guys who cross the line. We hold these guys accountable. We ostracize them from the neighborhood. Now you can't come over here, homie. But what about when there's the thin line with this? With reputations are being damaged and this like that. YK Osiris is finished because of this one situation. He's not going to get work no more.
Shout out to good afternoon to I am the single one. I like that name. I am the single one. No, but here's the thing. Of course, we know in society there's a double standard. Man's supposed to take you if a woman come up to you like a Sukihana come up to you and twerk on you. You're supposed to be just take it as a man and say, okay, no problem. Think about it. A man would get ridiculed. You say a woman sexual harassing because most men around him are like, a woman sexual harass you? Are you serious right now? But when it's a woman thing, of course, it's something very, very major because women are supposed to be treated in the delicate way. That's the problem with what the society we live in today. Go ahead.
Yeah, the society just think it's us as men. It's like I said, we're just so dominant, so masculine. It's just like look at us, like I said, you know, like we're monsters in a way. Like I said, if we sex harass a woman, it's like we just look at one of the worst things in the world, you know, and that's nothing, and you can't get back on top. While as you know, a woman might, as a man, it's like yo, it's like what's wrong with you? Like it's like either it's like you're weird or you're gay. Those two. If you're weird or if you're gay, and you know, and society, and the thing is, it's like with us, it's like you know. So I feel like for us as men, we definitely it needs to be talking about more of men are getting harassed, especially in workplaces, clubs. Whatever, and really talk about it because I feel like, if men won't talk about it being harassed by women, especially at work, and it does happen at work, any workplaces or corporate places, like Hakeem just say. And I'm sorry to hear that, Hakeem, because that's traumatizing, yo. That's traumatizing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Bro, my life. Listen, people stop talking to me for something I didn't even do.
Exactly.
You see how messed up that is?
Yeah, and the thing is, you lose with that. You lose networking, and with networking, that's losing money right there.
And listen, that girl ain't.
Yes, it is. Yes,
that
it
girl would never be. That girl would never hold in no court or nothing. And mind you, I didn't even tell you the backstory about how that happened too. I was a casualty of war due to me being affiliated with somebody. She goes. Breaks the story down. I didn't tell you the whole story. A year, I think maybe months later or a year later, if not mistaken, I runs into a friend, and I told him, I said, "Hey, you man, I'm casually just talking about, man, I lost my job at this spot." He said, "Oh, you used to work over there?" He said, "Yeah." "Oh, you want to know something? Me and my mans ran a train on that thing that worked with you." She's scared. She thought I was going to go and tell everybody at the job.
Wow.
Mind you, unbeknownst to me, I'm saying, how do she know I know you? Oh, I think I probably mentioned it, fam. She gets to keep her job. I loses my job and my reputation. We need to be careful and be very strategic about how we do this. And ladies, you have a right to wear anything you want. You have a right to present your wear anything anywhere you want, but be careful what you ask for. Society is a very judgmental society. And the way you can prevent from things to happen, which you can have a smaller percentage of being disrespected if you present yourself a certain way.
No, but the problem with society today, everything's so sexualized. Because you could go overseas, like let's say for a prime example, you can go to Africa, the women are bare naked. The man don't get sexually aroused because it's like it's a normal thing. But in the Western world, anything woman put on is very sexual, and men is like very turned on, even for the men. Because sometimes if a man wears a certain like I think what a certain jogger, sometimes his pant is showing, if you know what I mean. Sometimes his print is showing, and the woman sometimes harass him. So it's because we live in a sexualized society, and that's the issue we're having.
And you're right about it, Ronnie. With that it equals money, and the sex is probably the number one consumer of just a consumer of dollars and making money. That's why it's so populated with social media videos everywhere. With outside here in California, you see some stuff like happen like that. Um, Cities like Las Vegas, Miami, very sexual cities and all that type of stuff. So Atlanta, a little bit of Houston. Yeah, it's just like I said, we just turn to sex because it makes money. And people are greedy with the money. If it makes if I could go on something that has to do with sex, any type of way, that's why a lot of people, a lot of women, they're jumping on OnlyFans because sex and sales. I'm gonna jump on that, give my quick money, and then I'm good. You know, and it's just crazy how society that we just we focus on everything on sex, but once it gets oversaturated, which it is, and men just looking at that and they try to make a move, but they make the wrong move. Now they get SA. Now they look like they looking like the bad person. They looking like the monster. That's what's crazy in our society.
I don't know if y'all saw in the rainbow community had a situation that transpired over there in Washington D.C. at the White House. One rainbow guy literally flashed the president. You get what I'm saying? Sexualized.
Yep.
And we start from there. But I'm just saying that's what I'm saying, that the society we live in today, like you said, John, was you broke it down very beautiful. Everything's sexualized. So when you see a woman wearing tights, the man feel like it's his job or it's his obligation to go ahead and grab that. Go ahead, Hakeem.
One thing is, I understand the struggle of a lot of women. And I say I understand it. I understand, but I don't know what y'all going through. Where this is a situation that does happen in our community, and a lot of women are scared to speak out. You know what I'm saying? And we want women to speak out, and we want to hold these guys accountable. And we're not going to support anybody that does this. But for the love of Christ, queens, let's try to have some preventative maintenance. Let's try to be able to protect yourself by doing certain things that we can. I understand that we're in a situation where you should be able to be free to do what you want and be able to wear what you want. But by golly, that I got to tell my own, if I had kids, to tell them to be like, hey, please don't wear that out there. Oh, I should be able to wear it. I'm not worried about me, your brothers, your uncle, or our friends. I'm worried about the guy across the street, or the guy down the block, or the guy at the gas station. You feel what I'm trying to say? I'm worried about them. So please don't wear that. Please don't go to nobody's house at 12 o'clock at night if you know you already know what he's expecting. Oh, I should be able to go chill with him. No, don't go over there, because a lot of these guys going to expect that. We can prevent a lot of this stuff by just doing some preventative maintenance. You should be able to be freely to do what you want. We don't live in that kind of world. It's the same way with a lot of us men. Okay, there's a thing called situation awareness. Shout out to King Ish. Shout outs to King Ish. Shout outs to Sugar Bum. Shout outs to Ish. Shout outs to C True W.
See through you, a new subscriber. Shout out to them, man. Nightish. I don't sleep, brother.
Listen.
I'm a workhorse. I can't tell you I'm a workhorse. I don't stop.
Preventative is not assaulting anyone. That's preventing. Oh my God, I am the single one. I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. We teach that. Listen, boys are taught early on, and we understand the punishment. I tell people every day. But here's the thing. What I'm going to do for somebody who I don't know, how can I tell them not to assault you? What can I do? The best thing I can do is to say, Queen, please don't go out there tonight. Queen, make sure you have somebody come with you to the garage. Yo, you going to that party? Who's going with you? Let me come too. That's what I mean by preventative. If you got family members, listen to the men in your family. We're not trying to stop you to live your life. We just want to protect you, because we can't control people outside of our social group. Go ahead.
Man, Hakeem, y'all guys on your bag today. What? I like that. No, but at the same time, that's what I'm saying. Like, so that society is teaching the wrong message, and I think society needs to change this whole message thing when it comes to sexual assault and also when it comes to harassment, because if we don't have a thin line, okay, when is actually crossing the line, then people don't know, because there's men that do it too, and there's women too. They're like, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know that, because there's no thin line. There's no rules. There's no regulation. There's nothing. So you assume, okay, this person's really harassing me when the person's not. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, you're right about that. And like I said, I know, like I said, but I was, even though I was a guy, but like I said, I remember, like I said, when the parents tell you, like I said, you come back at 9 or 10 p.m., there's a reason for that. If you go into a party, if you go into an event, if like I said, if you're a parent, you got daughters, there's a reason. Like I said, hey, come back at this certain time, because if you don't come back, because stuff can happen out there, that could be very, very dangerous and anything, especially living in these big cities, because, like I said, something happens, like I said, especially around cities like Miami, here in LA, in Atlanta, there's a lot of trafficking going on too. A lot of trafficking, and like I said, it's not talked about, but like it is. But like I said, but yeah, I know it's dangerous for women. I know it is, but the thing is, it's like women got to know when to set the boundary, and also if you with somebody, like Hakeem said, brother, father, whatever, a best friend, a gay best friend, whatever, make sure you have that somebody's watching over you, so you won't be in any danger.
Let me tell you something. I realized that there was predators. I realized that at 16 years old, when my friend who I went to school with got pregnant, and she was pregnant from somebody who was 40.
Damn.
Listen. This was a Hispanic girl. I knew there was predators from then. I knew there was predators when the dope boys used to come through our school at Jackson at 2 o'clock and at lunchtime to pick up young girls.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So
yeah,
I knew. So with that being said, looking at it from that point of view, I've always been an advocate to say, don't touch if you're not invited. Now, here's the thing. I am the one who's staying up late night. If you needed a ride, you as a woman, I'm dropping you off. If my sisters is this with that, there's something to be done. If it's something that had to be done literally on some late night shit or some man, don't worry, I'll handle it. But here's the thing. We're going to always discourage men from being predators. Houston, Atlanta, New York, Miami are the biggest places where people are getting trafficked. Nobody talks about it.
Reach.
Young girls who are running away, being coerced by older men. This is when I say this, and I come back to my statement from this. I don't want this to happen, but what can we do to prevent this from going on? We already got a sector of men who's holding men accountable. First, start holding men accountable. But the other thing is to tell the women, I want you to be safe. If you need to do something, make sure I'm here.
Quick question, Hakeem. Did that person get charged? That 40-year-old that got that 14-year-old pregnant from you already know the high school. I'm not gonna say the high school, but yeah.
Listen. Never got charged. Listen, it was like everything was okay. Psychologically, I was messed up. I say, this is why this man 40. My homegirl 16. My homegirl 16. She had a baby while we was in high school. He was a grown man. I didn't understand it at first. But at that time, I knew that from a conception, nobody had to teach me, this doesn't look right. You're a grown man. This doesn't look right. And then picking her up from school, everything was okay. But here's the problem we have in our community. Man, it ain't none of my business. Why I'm going to say something. Or this, we scared of retaliation. A lot of people are being abused. And this is the point where women can't stick up for themselves for being ostracized. It's not your fault. We have predators out here. We've been around them. We know who they are. There's some in some people's family. The only thing we can do if we not here is to educate our women on preventative maintenance. And that's what I mean when I say I am the one. Sweetheart, I'm the first one who'll go to prison about beating a predator off rip. He'll tell you. I done got locked up for that. Jumping on somebody. Listen, and this is where it's so bad. This is an oxymoron. All I have to do is hear that you a predator, we're going to jump on you. That's all I got to hear. We're going to jump on you, drag you out of your mama house and beat you in front of everybody. But let's say if it's just an accusation.
And Lee Belzo, she had a story. She had a comment that she had a story of what happened to her. Lee
Belzo, that one was actually really, really good. But before we read that, I want to say that was actually an interesting that happened in Detroit. I think Jordan probably know it was a guy. He found out that it was a predator who came into to a neighbor's house. Nobody was there, and everybody in the neighborhood. This is the good thing I love about it. Everybody in the neighborhood beat the shit out of him and said, "You're not doing that over here." And I think that's what I'm saying about saying the rules. You get what I'm saying? But go ahead, read Lee Bellas.
I used to go to the grocery shop late night, and my husband would get so upset. One night I was putting my groceries in the car, and a man came from out of nowhere. He scared the hell out of me.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta be careful, ladies.
I am the one say, question, where are those men that hold them men accountable? Because this is kind of light. Sweetheart, they're out here. But sometimes here's an issue where we have two. Men who hold other men accountable, we get ostracized. We get called simps. We get called beta males. We get called pandering.
Blue pill and all this.
There you go. There you go.
We blue pill. Oh, you're the nice guy. You're the nice guy.
That's true. Yeah.
We the first person. Listen, we the first person to be like, oh, they did that to you? Okay, don't worry, we're gonna go to his mama house. Twan, go get the pistol. You know what I'm trying to say? They out here. But the thing about it is, some women are so scared to unleash the dragon, because you know when you say that, whoever you got on your team, he gonna go to prison. That's why we advocate to use law enforcement. We advocate, but to prevent all this from this. Elite Belazoe did a prime example. Here's another thing too. I used to tell one of my people, yo, you going to the ATM at this time of night? Wait for me. I'm gonna go with you. Matter of fact, wait till the morning. Or I need it when I wake up. Don't worry. I'll get you the money. I know y'all don't want to be told what to do, but we're here for protection. You feel me? We want to protect you. We can't protect you if we're not here. We can't protect you from your coworker. We can't protect you from your brother. We can't protect you from your brother's friend. We can't protect you from your homegirl husband friend. You going over to her house to say hi. It's a dude he like you. He run behind you in the bathroom.
Yep.
Them stories is out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you this, Hakeem. That's why I said if my wife go work somewhere alone, she lets me know where she's gonna be at, it's a safe location, and she texts me what time she got there, or and then the time she leaves. If I work overnight, she goes somewhere with her friends. She lets me know where she's at, so I can if anything's going wrong, I know where she's at located. If she's close or she's far, I know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
Now some people might say, how does tie in with Sukihana? Because at the end of the day, don't touch other people, man. Just leave people alone. You see what I'm saying? Just leave people alone. If people don't want to be touched, don't touch them.
Yeah, not only leave people alone, where's her older brothers at? Listen, if she had an older brother or a dad, Sukihana wouldn't been presenting herself like this. No, Sukihana wouldn't present herself like this. Hold on. She say, didn't y'all say stop putting male family members in our business? No, no. We said that. I was using that as context. We're not putting nobody's person, family in the business. We was using that as context. You know what I mean? And I wanted to say that as respect, because there is a level of family situations that go on that does not get to talk about, and I just didn't want to put shadow that. I'm not, and so I wanted to acknowledge that from people who have been through that with family members. So I'm not particularly pointing that. But let's hear. She said, Ishi, I just told my sister I wasn't going to an event because I didn't know any of the men going. I can't take no chances. It's getting real out here. Ish, you're telling the truth. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Listen,
I think you try to scare people. You're not trying to scare them.
Keep your hands to yourself. Some people forget this as they get older. Gore, my mother told me that's a fact. That's an old, mind you, my mother said it, she said it in another language, but that's an old Southern term. That's an old Southern term. Boy, don't touch something that ain't yours.
But even if it is yours, let's say even if she is your own woman, she don't want to be touched. Don't touch her. You know what I'm saying?
You don't
touch her.
You don't touch her. You just gotta respect that. Listen, your wife don't want to F you. You don't touch her. You shouldn't. And if she
don't touch her,
if she's not on that, she just ain't on that. That's just really it. Her kid's father left because of this. He would have protected her.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. Ladies. There's a couple channels. Black Girl Lost. And a couple of these channels, which I commend them because they highlight the crimes that are done towards women. And a lot of those situations that are happening is due to lack of situation awareness. And sometimes they're being too trustworthy into people. And it hurts me to say this. At first, I want to mention something, and I didn't understand this. Whatever, whatever happened to pulling up a movie and handling business yourself? Facts. Let's talk about it.
Facts.
Let's talk about it. So I want to speak from this perspective. A lot of those YouTube channels that highlight women being assaulted, abused, and unalive has to do with being too trusting to people and having to do with and here's the sad thing about it is you're supposed to go on and live your life regularly and not feel that you're going to be threatened, but we live in a very messed up place. We can blame men as much as we can, but the society has it where there's predators here. So for us to protect you, we need to do something that you don't go nowhere if you don't got no dude with you. If you feel unsafe, make sure you bring somebody. I didn't understand this when girls used to say, I'm going to bring my homegirl with me on the date. I used to thought that was corny. As I'm older now, I understand now. It's for safety reasons.
Me too. Yes.
It's for safety.
That's facts. Yeah, that's facts. And I would say, it does start with the men, but it also starts with society. Mostly starts with society. And they always say man's the one that quote unquote built this society. So we have to put rules in place and also laws in place so everybody can be protected.
Woo! Ladies, every lady, look what the urban noise just say. Society is getting to the point where predators are being encouraged.
Yeah. Because remember back in the day, they used to have TV shows called like Catch a Predator, Catch all these. They don't have that anymore.
Nope.
Listen, ladies, look what he says. Society is getting to a point where predators are being encouraged. That's a mic drop right there.
That is
a mic drop. Listen, ladies, you heard this on this show. You heard this on this show. You heard it on this show. Listen. Those are men. That's a man who's saying that. That is a man. I am the one. I am the only one. What's that young lady name?
No, you're right. I am the only one.
I am the only one. Motivational vision. We men on this side, we understand that. We conceptualize that. We understand that. This is why, me personally, it's sad to say this. Due to the image that we have as men, I try to overcompensate to make sure that you feel comfortable. That's how worried you are. But the men like us do not get that credit for that. You know what they say? You're just already supposed to do it. We do that unconsciously. You know what I'm trying to say? And they let predators get closer and closer to kids every day. Let's talk about it.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yep.
Let's talk about it. But I also want to mention something too, that what we can learn from other races. Ladies, you know, in the Muslim culture, women are not allowed to date. And if they're supposed to go on a date, a man from the family member comes on the date with you. They call that his wali. It's the father, the brother, or the uncle. He sits there with you, watching everything that's going around, vetting the man that's there. Men are not getting vetted before you get into relationships anymore. Talk to me.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Joe.
you're right about that. Usually, back in the day, you know, in our black community, like I said, if you go on a first date, there was sometimes we bring the man to the father will bring the man to the house to have a quick talk to her, a quick 2-minute, 3-minute talk. Say, hey, you know, where you guys going? Where you guys gonna be at? Make sure you have my daughter here at a certain time. Please don't be late, and all that type of stuff. And it used to be like that, you know, and now it's not pushed like that like it used to be.
No, but that's true on the aspect of, I would say you could bring somebody else to the date. And this is what a lot of men do too. When they try to bring the woman over, they be like, I want you to come over tonight. And when the woman say decline, I feel uncomfortable, the man get upset. I'm like, the woman got the right to not come over. You can't force a woman to come over and then get upset. Oh man, you trying me? I took you on a high date. Now you don't want to come to my house? No, she feel uncomfortable. Take her ass home, and that's it. Call it a night.
That's it.
But these men are pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and that's why a lot of these men have sexual assault.
Oh yeah, definitely. And listen here, if he says, "Listen, you're gonna hear this over here." If a man said that you gotta let him hit for him to take you on a date, you might as well say keep your money.
Yeah.
You might as well just say keep your money. You might as well not go on a date anyway. But I want y'all women to be mentally aware where these guys want to take this stuff, because you can obviously pick it up when he start talking. Hey, we're gonna go on this date and we're gonna go back to my place, right? Once you hear that, you say, hey, you want to know something? This is not gonna work for me. Yes, I agree. Because you're preventing yourself from getting into a situation. It's also to a point, and I've noticed this back in the days, and you can't be too friendly to allow men to come over to your house. Even if you're effing a man right now, he has to go pay for a hotel. It's dangerous. It is dangerous right now to let a random come to your crib.
I agree.
I agree. That's true.
Take him to a hotel. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yep. That's actually the smart thing to do.
Yeah. Have your location on. Make sure you drop a pin.
If you got
let your family member know what you at. Go ahead, Jordan. You were saying something?
If you got your Apple product, make sure you have your Apple AirTag on so we can find your location. If you have an Apple product.
Yeah.
I'm saying, Hakeem and Jordan, that's speaking a lot of facts. There's a lot of sickos out here. Listen, and I know we reached our mark, but go ahead.
She said you shouldn't be sleeping with randoms. Queen, you said it. I want to say it. But then they say, I can't say that because they say it's none of my business. You feel me?
Not that, but you're a simp. You're going to call you a simp.
They say I'm a simp. You a butter biscuit. But here's the thing. If you want to do that, Queen, make sure your location is dropped to somebody who knows. Matter of fact, you might not like this. If you're gonna go smash, you bring your brother and let him sit outside while you done. Or bring one of your homies. I'm about to go F this dude. Okay, I'm gonna ride with you. You want me to sit outside?
No, that's true. Protect yourself at all costs.
We gotta get like this. Listen, we have to get like this. Listen, the day I have a daughter is the day I'm going on dates. The day I'm going on dates with her and her boyfriend until I feel comfortable enough to allow him to do that. But by that time, I've already know what to do. Grandmama house at, his mama house, where his daddy work, his background check, and me and him, we're gonna all go on dates together, eat popcorn, watch the movie. If they want to go to a concert, I'm there too. You know what I'm saying? That's how we doing it. Protect your bodies. F what people think. Elite Belzo, hear what it say. They don't want to have that conversation, Elite. I want to protect you from getting hurt, baby. Because I don't know what the other man is thinking. I don't know what he's going to do to you. That's why I'm going to go back and tell you this. Your husband is in your friend zone. You want to be safe? You want to be safe? You want somebody to care for you? What about the dude who's been a sick puppy about you for the last 5 years? He hasn't even touched you. He's scared. He because he respects you. He in love with you so much. He say, "Do you need me to go pick up your laundry today, Elite?" He said, "My sneaky link." She ought to say, "My sneaky link."
That's why we got to end the show, man.
Yeah, we continue. She said, when you move you avoid situations.
Oh man, y'all cooking today. Yeah. No, for real, today was really good. Today I ain't gonna lie, it was amazing. It was amazing. I ain't got time for chicken, man. Shit,
Listen, so my last word is this. YK Osiris should be canceled. He should be canceled. He should be canceled. He should be
no, but
no, he should be canceled. YK Osiris should be canceled. We should strip him of everything, every plaques that he owns, and allow him to go work a regular job. But here's the flip side of this. I also want to talk to my queen sister, Suki. Suki, baby, stop talking about Plan B. These men ain't gonna respect you out here.
well, look at Sexy Red. Sexy Red guy. You already know that song called Pound Town. Sexualized.
My booty hole brand. My booty hole brand. My booty hole brand. My booty hole brand.
No, my P's pink and my booty hole's brown. That's the name of the song, which is a hot summer song right now. That's what I'm saying. The prime example of our society. Everything's sexy. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, don't give it away. Something, lady. Don't be left with only leftovers when your future arrives. I never go to a man's house. I never go to a man's house. It be dirty. Oh, now listen here. Oh, look. Fresh Sound Florida say there's a new video of Sukihana with Osiris before the kiss.
You see? Man, I'm about to let's end the show before.
Listen.
Nobody, it's a good topic to talk about because it does happen.
First video. It was that first video. Yeah. But look how quick I was ready to cancel him.
You see? It's staged. That's what I told you. You gotta know the difference between what is real and what is entertainment. However, it is going on. Women are being sexualized and also men. People don't want to be touched.
Booty hole brand.
But go ahead, Jordan. Your final take. You didn't say your final take on it.
My final take is like women. Make sure you set your boundaries when you go on a date with these men, and make sure they know these boundaries. A friend too, or anything. You set that boundary, you know everything should be okay. Please set that boundary. Because I think Sukihana set that boundary because we all know her for doing explicit stuff on music videos. That's my final take.
Hakeem, why you highlight that? Well, this was very important, guys. On your way out, make sure you hit that like button. On your way out, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. On your way out, please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock each and time. And also, remember, go to KI Culture Radio Community tab. In the Community tab, there's a KI Culture Radio t-shirt. And also, Prince Hakeem new book, Black Love. Come over here, support the platform, show how much you really appreciate us. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Of course, thank you, Sugar Bomb. Thank you, Urban North. Thank you, Fresh Sound Florida. Thank you, Ish. Motivating Vision. I am the single one. I love the name. Steve Bryan. Kendall, Jabari. I'm going down. Gore. Nightish. See Through You. A new subscriber. Shout out to you, sweetheart. Fresh Sound Florida. Mrs. Cisse was in the chat. Yeah. I didn't even know that. Harris Big and Harris Tribe Media Group. Shout out to you as well, and shout out to you that's gonna watch us on the playback. Thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. We over and out.
Peace.